Dun, 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 dun.
We can definitely say that the Daily Wire's kicking into the film industry with some momentum. I mean, first you had Run, Hide, Fight, which did very well. I haven't seen it yet, but it looked really good from what I saw from the trailer. But now we have Shut In. So, and this is just, the teaser trailer is just revealed that their big backstage event out in Tennessee. I really wish I could have been there. I'm on the other side, though. I know it's quite angering. Like, I really would have loved to go. Because it was a fun backstage event. Well, backstage live event, whatever they call it. I forget exactly the name they use. But they had everybody there, the main part of the team. And at one point, they're featuring no updates on what is the Daily Wire working on. This happens to be one of the projects. So it's called Shut In. It's a new thriller. Quite a realistic one, I might add. We'll get to that in a minute. But I will say up front, I did look, the Daily Wire is still very early days in terms of actually making, like, entertainment pieces. I mean, they did starting with Run, Hide, Fight, but they've wanted to kick into that. It seems at a higher gear. And they've got a couple of other projects they're working on. For example, the Gina Carano movie. I can't wait for that to come out. They've got that in the works. They have a new Adam Carolla comedy special, I believe. I haven't heard too much of Adam Carolla. I've liked what I've heard. Just, again, brief clips and stuff. But they've got that series coming out. So they're really trying to engage, and it's nice to see. Let's go ahead and take a look, though, at Shut In. Now, I will say, again, like I said, Daily Wire. They're still very fresh days. Some stuff is very early on. I don't have necessarily the best foundation because I haven't seen Run, Hide, Fight yet to completely assess how their movies fare. Although, again, like I said, I've heard really laudatory things. I can certainly see where that comes into play. This one, there's a lot of familiarity to it as well. All the actors here are first-time watches for me, although I did know that there's one actress, I forget who it was, but she was in Ocean's 8. So some Hollywood celebrities, I think she's probably a little more of a minor role in that film, but there's some overlap, I guess. But you also have a director, DJ Caruso, who I saw had some notable credits of films that I haven't seen yet, but still, I'm like, oh, I recognize the name. And the synopsis, like I said, is it's very realistic. Let's go ahead and go there first. This is what it says according to IMDb. A single mom does everything she can to save her children after she is held captive. So again, quite a gritty theme for a thriller, but very realistic in scope. And I would definitely say that, I read this, and for those of you who've seen my channel before, you might know who I'm talking about. I'll identify and explain for a little bit. But when I read this, I'm like, is this like a Mar Vista movie? Just a higher budget? For those of you who don't know, I mean, Mar Vista Entertainment, they're a TV distribution company. They do a lot of stuff you might see like on certain streaming services. Their products are pretty parsed out. Pretty well, actually. But there's a lot of projects that go on like the Lifetime network, so like TV movies essentially. And a wide berth of their content is thrillers, especially like romantic thrillers, but thrillers nonetheless. So I read this and I'm like, it seems like one of their plots, just maybe perhaps again, it's done in the respect of a film. Higher production value probably and higher budget to work with. But, I'm sure this will be good. Like I said, very realistic baseline here. And that would seem, you get in line to some of the thrillers I have seen from maybe that studio, but other thrillers in general. So again, it's pretty straightforward. Maybe there are people out there who've had this experience, and for them, this could really speak to that. I mean, like I said, I don't know, but, heaven forbid. But maybe someone out there has this story. Maybe it's drawn from reality. This could be like an easily inspired by, project. We'll see. Maybe the trailer will talk about that if so. But I do have to ask, because there was a bit of one of uncertainty, because it says, that she's trying to save her kids as she's held captive. Are her kids with her in terms of being kidnapped as well? Or are they alone, right? Is she the only one who's in the middle of a situation? She's trying to help her kids, like, with the outside, so to speak. In that respect, if they're all huddled together, it kind of reminds me as well of Room. Great movie, by the way. Love it. Different context, but... Well, still kind of being held kidnapped as well. But in that case, you had a mom that was desperate to save her kid in any way that she could. And she did. Beautiful film. Really good film. Stars Brie Larson and Jacob Tremblay, who I love. It's very good. You should watch it. Let's go ahead and take a look, though, at Shut In and see again. Now, this is the second project from the Daily Wire, as far as I'm aware. We're going to go ahead and watch this first, and we're going to talk about it more in my condensed review segment, following us watching the video together. Hang on a second. Let me get my brightness up. Okay. The official teaser trailer. Without further ado, let's take a look. Here we go.
Lainey? I told you I need to see you at all times. Do you understand me?
Well, I'm gonna take off tonight so the kids can sleep most of the way. Well, I'm mostly done. I just need to finish cleaning out the pantry.
Definitely shot like a thriller.
Lainey? Lainey?
Mommy, someone's here.
Run! Get away from him!
So are they kidnapped in their own home? Yeah, mother's desperation. Very realistic. Especially when you got such young children.
The baby, I won't give it back.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Wow. Very gritty movie. It's going to be only on the Daily Wire. I would imagine that means for Daily Wire members. I'm not a member yet. I was going to try when they did the whole Gina discount. I never got a chance to. I'm still working on it. It's a financial thing with me. But that's just the only issue. But I would be on it in a heartbeat. I'm very excited for that. I mean, again, it looks like a very gritty filler. I love the concentration, by the way, in the Midwest and like the rural America. I love that. Just kind of like out in the countryside somewhere. And it's a very secluded setting. So you think, especially in terms of like getting away from like the larger cities and stuff where there might be like a lot of high crime, it's very secluded. So you might think to yourself, well, nobody's out here. It's safe. Safety isn't always guaranteed by, space or geography. It's a very gritty thriller. I mean, I love the way it's shot, by the way. It's very realistic, but it has a much darker look to it. Like some of the darker shadows are coming in through some of the lighting angles. It does make it look far more ominous. And you just know at some point this is going to go, backwards. I didn't realize this would be the kidnapping would literally be, within someone's house. It's a matter, it reminds me quite a bit of actually a film, not in the look. This actually looks more like an awards film in a way, and just more gritty. Well, the film was gritty, but Breaking In, some of you might have seen that thriller. It's actually, I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not like the best thriller out there, but it's still, it's fine. But if I remember that right, it was a while ago that I saw that movie, but it was about a woman who was essentially breaking into her own home, right? It was interesting because it's a different angle. Like you think breaking out, right? You're trying to get out of a situation, as I'm sure you, as mom, is trying to probably do it for kids, to get out of the house while these people are trying to break their way in. But in that case, with that thriller, the robbers are already in, and she's trying to be like, okay, well, I'm trying to get into the house to save the people I believe they're still, I think, right, there are people that were kidnapped inside. Again, kind of similar in pitch, but it looks very well done. So I'm excited to watch it. And again, any mom in this case, I would imagine, would do everything to save their kids. So yeah, she's going to make the grittier sacrifices, and it's very well done. I'm definitely excited to see more. This is coming out, I believe they said, well, I thought they said it was like 2022, from what I remember. But we're going to get another trailer in November, and I'll certainly take a look at it. We're going to probably get a better look at the film. What are you guys' thoughts, though, with Shut In? Let me know down below. Don't forget all the good stuff. Like, subscribing, and sharing that bell until we get to watch more from either The Daily Wire or Shut In or whatever we get to watch here next for the first time. I will see you guys then. But until that point, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Don't forget to love yourselves, your fellow man. God bless and peace.